Hey guys, my name is Brandon and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you like what you see in here, you're more than welcome to hit the subscribe button so you stay notified every time I upload a new video. Okay, let's get straight on with today's video. Hey everyone and welcome back to Is That Brandon Music. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a review for Eurovision 2024, going through all of the 25 contestants, explaining my reviews of all of them, and then obviously my overall review for the winner of the show. So we did, just to let you know, have 26 people competing, but due to an issue behind stage, the Netherlands were actually disqualified. So there were 25 countries left. Graham Norton, as usual, was hosting, and I believe that the Eurovision was being taken place in Malmo, which was obviously in Sweden, because Loreen won last year with a tattoo. It was the 68th anniversary of the show, and like I said, there were 25 acts. I didn't watch any of the quarterfinals or semi-finals. It was pretty much just going blind into the finals. I think similarly as they do every year, there's always a lot of really attractive people that have average or good or great songs. You always have like one or two random rock songs in there, and then the rest of them are quite like nice ballads or emotional songs, or you know, like some like bands. So it was a bit of a mix, but obviously in terms of the order of the countries, we'll just go through them one at a time. So obviously there were some performances at the beginning. They had a few throwback songs because obviously it was Sweden who were hosting. There was a lot of Swedish music playing, so you had a bit from ABBA, a bit from Icona Pop. There was the guy who apparently started making Swedish music a thing in Sweden, so he actually performed as well, and I think they played some of his music. And then they also had one of the Swedish women who, I don't know if she was Swedish, but she helped on one of the first Eurovision sets with all the different, you know, dress swapping situations for some of those performances. So she was in the audience as well, kind of analysing from the audience, and kind of, yeah, she was one of the fashion designers, and yeah, some of her ideas were really creative. And then we also spoke to, briefly, the host of one of the first Eurovisions, where apparently the tech didn't really work. So she kind of had to, on the spot, work out how to, you know, continue the show with a few tech issues with the points not being added automatically onto the system. So she had to kind of deal with that. I think now she's like 96 or something, or 95. So she's a really, really elderly lady now, but she just said it was the best time of her life. She absolutely loved it. And obviously the two presenters that were presenting this year, they were obviously able to kind of take over from her. I thought I wrote the names of the two ladies, but I don't think I did. But there were two females who were the hosts for the show. Then one of them was an actress, and I think one of them was a TV presenter. I thought I wrote it down, but supposedly I didn't. But anyway, let's get on with it. So song number one was from, well, my camera's just about to die. That's fucking ridiculous. So let's start with the first performance. So first country performing was Sweden, and their act was Marcus and Martinus, who I think were twins. I nearly said conjoined twins, but they are not conjoined. They are very much separate. And they sang a song called Unforgettable, and actually their performance was quite unforgettable because it was kind of like a pop song. Two young lads, really, really nice voices. I mean, they did look great as well. And you could tell that, you know, they had slight differences. One of them had a better voice than the other one. I think one of them danced a little bit more than the other one. But yeah, that was really, really good. And I will just say that I actually rated these performances out of 30. So I did the same thing last year, and I believe I did it the year before as well. But obviously I rated it out of 10 in terms of the actual song itself. So how good is the song, how catchy is the song, how, you know, good, you know, how nice was the song to listen to, the lyrics, if I understood them, if they were in English, the actual vibe of the song, kind of, you know, as a music person myself, just is it a song for me or is it not, basically. The outfit slash look, so what they looked like, any props that were used, any staging, any, you know, backing dancers that had outfits and things. So anything to do with the actual look of the performance or the actual look of the person and their backup. What did that look like? And then just generally the overall performance, including any dancing, any other staging, props, things like that. So the actual song itself, the look generally, and then the overall performance. So I was kind of rating it all at the same time. I think a lot of my decisions could have changed throughout the show quite a lot, but I kind of did it as a watch the performance once, rate it, move on. So yeah, for Marcus and Martinus, I rated the song a 7, I gave their look an 8, and I gave the overall performance a 6, giving them a total of 21. I did say that I really liked the strobe lights. They kind of gave me Jedward vibes. Good looking boys, nice pop song, good dancing, and interesting black and blue colours in terms of the background as well. Then for Ukraine, we had Aliona and Jerry Neal, and they sang a song called Teresa and Maria. Again, it was an interesting performance because obviously one of them was a singer and one of them was a rapper, so that was quite unique. I said the song was 8 out of 10, both the look and overall performance were 5 and 5, so that was a total of 18. I said it was a little bit shouty, it was obviously very passionate. I liked the change of, you know, one of them was kind of around fire, one of them was kind of around water, lots of flashing lights, nice makeup on the girl who wasn't rapping, and actually quite strong rapping from the Alonia girl, who obviously, because her rapping was so great, they actually named her twice, which is what Graham said as a joke. Up next was Germany. So they had an artist called Isaac with a K. He sang a song called Always on the Run. I gave the song a 9 out of 10, really, really emotional ballad. 3 out of 10 for the look, just because it was quite, you know, basic. An 8 out of 10 for the overall performance, so that was 20 out of 30. I said I liked the fire pit, simple black outfit, and actually there was a live fire on the stage as well. Luxembourg were up next, so they had an artist called Tally. She sang a song called Fighter. The song was 8 out of 10, the look was 6, and the overall was 5, giving them a total of 19. It was a simple outfit. She had really, really nice hair. I liked the both orange and purple colours with the performance. Nice vocals, but there wasn't really that much singing. It was more kind of dancing and, you know, bouncing around the stage, but it was quite a catchy pop song. And then obviously we didn't have a country number 5, because obviously that was the Netherlands who were disqualified, so we moved on to number 6. So this was Eden Golan. She was representing Israel, and she sang a song called Hurricane. I gave the overall song a 9 out of 10. The look 6 and overall 7, giving her a total of 22. I liked the white flashing lights. She's only 20 years old, and it was a very simple dance and very simple outfits, which is why that wasn't rated a lot higher. But it was a really, really nice song as well. Very, very pretty girl as well. So out of those first 5, the winning country so far was actually Israel, with Sweden in second and Germany in third. We then moved over to Lithuania, and this was Sylvester Belt. He sang a song called Luktelk. I gave the song a 6, and the overall performance and the overall look 5 and 5, so that was a total of 16. That was actually the lowest performance so far. I said I like the shadows, the lights, the blue and red backgrounds, catchy lyrics, nice changes of colour, very slow song, but the beginning was quite creepy and quite scary sounding. So yeah, I don't think it was really a song for me. Definitely not the winner, definitely not the worst, just not really for me. Then we went to Spain, and that was a band called Nebulosa. They sang a song called Zora. I gave the song a 6, the overall a 7, and the overall look a 7 as well, give them a total of 20. I said there wasn't really much dancing, but they had a nice black outfit as well. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe that was a couple. That was the boyfriend and the girlfriend that were singing that, or it was the rock band, not 100% sure. Up next was Estonia. So this was a band, 2 bands merged together. So 5 Minust and Pulup. So I'm guessing 2 male bands who kind of came together. And they sang a song called Nendest Narkotikumidest Etimekul Medagi. So not sure how I pronounced that. This was not one of my favourite performances. It was a really weird rock rap song. I gave the song a 4, the overall outfit a 4, and the overall performance a 3, giving them only a total of 11. Like I said, it was a rap mashup. Fast instruments, simple outfits, nothing really special, and again, not really my winners there. Up next, so country number 9, but performance number 10 was Bambi Thug representing Ireland. She was very weird, very unique, very, you know, strange. But then on this show, that's exactly what you're looking for. So in terms of the song, I gave it a 6, because again, it was quite scary. The overall look, a 9 out of 10. The outfits and the makeup were absolutely incredible. And the overall performance, I gave her a 6. Like I said, very black, very creepy, very scary. A lot of dark colours in the music video. Kind of gave me vibes of like demons or unique looks. Very dramatic performance and a lot of good visuals as well. Up next was Latvia. This was a guy called Dons. He sang a song called Hollow. I gave the actual song a 9 out of 10. Very nice song. Overall look 7 and the overall performance a 9, giving him a total of 25 out of 30. Very respectable. I liked the tight blue bodysuit that he was wearing. Obviously made his body pop. The eye contact he had with the camera. He was standing in the orange circle, which kind of had like a river around him, which was really just nice visually to look at. And then in terms of the actual song, he only lost a couple of points purely because it was more of a motive song rather than a dancey song. So he was kind of doing more emotions with his like face and his body and stuff. He wasn't really dancing. Up next was Greece. So this was Marina Sati. She sang a song called Zari. I gave both the song and overall performance 8 out of 10s. And the actual look 6 out of 10. Again, very simple. The actual beginning of the song sounded quite like an Indian type heritage song. Very unique outfit, very sparkly skirt, and she's also an amazing dancer. I liked her black boots, I liked her jewellery, and actually midway through the performance there was a multicoloured floor, which, you know, gave her a few extra bonus points, rather than giving her anything less than an 8 out of 10. The colourful lights kept her at a solid 8. And then up next was the United Kingdom. So this was Ollie Alexander representing us. He sang a song called Dizzy. I gave both the song and the overall performance 7 out of 10s, with the overall look being a 5. I'm not really sure what he was wearing. He didn't really seem to be wearing much. But in terms of the actual song and the performance, again, very unique. It was kind of in a big square. There was lots of good looking men, and I think kind of like Gravity, they were like standing in one place and then they'd slide down, and then they'd stand in different places and slide down. So visually it was very weird, but visually it worked very well. I said there was obviously quite a white and red colour theme, a lot of body contact. It kind of looked as if they were like in some prison cell, and then there was a black and white dance floor, almost reminding me of the game Piano Tiles as well. Up next was a country called Norway. Their act was called Gate, with a little circle on the A, and they sang a song called Uivham. I gave both the song and the overall performance 5 out of 10, and the overall look a 6, only giving them 16 out of 30. I said very gothic, very black, nice costumes and lighting, and it was nice to see female lead on the vocals, and I think they also had a female playing on the guitar as well, which again, just amazing to see. All that representation. Up next with Italy. So this is another female artist called Angelique Mango, or Angelina Mango even. She sang a song called La Noia. I gave the song a 9 out of 10, purely because it was almost perfect, but obviously nobody on this show is perfect. Nobody's going to get 10 to 10 across the board unless I literally, you know, every single aspect was perfect, which it pretty much was. She got 24 out of 30, but I gave her 9 out of 10 for the song, 8 out of 10 for the overall performance, 7 out of 10 for the outfit. It was a nice outfit, but there were better outfits. I said very fast song, very catchy song, and very black sparkly outfit. Up next was Serbia, and this is an artist called Teodora, and they sang a song called Ramonda. 8 out of 10 for the performance, 8 out of 10 for the singing, 7 out of 10 for the performance, and 7 out of 10 for the looks. I said very simple set, sitting on a rock, very slow song, and again, white and blue colours with a purple virtual flower at the end of the show. Up next, I believe, was Finland. So there was an artist called Windows 59 Man, again, very unique, and he sang a song called No Rules. I gave both the singing and the overall look 7 out of 10, with the overall performance an 8. He came out of a black egg. He was actually wearing sandals, and then I believe his co-singer was wearing a nice feather outfit. He had curly hair, and then right at the end, Windows 95 Man had his shorts drop. Basically, there was lots of weird angles that literally he could have accidentally flashed, but the camera was in the right place, and there was always something covering him from whatever angle to just make sure that didn't happen. And there was also high vocals at the end as well, which I believe, you know, that was quite good. Up next was Portugal. So Iolanda sang a song called Grito. Singing, or the song in general, was 8 out of 10. Both the look and the overall performance was 7 out of 10s. Nice white outfit. The dancers were all in masks and either had a white outfit or a mesh outfit. She had a white box above her head, and there was no dancing, but it was very emotive and obviously quite an emotional song. Next was Armenia, and this was a person called Ladaniva singing a song called Jako. 6 out of 10 for both the singing and overall performance, 8 out of 10 for the look. I said there was lots of different symbols, lots of different colours, nice lady on the guitar, and the song was annoyingly catchy. Then we had Cyprus, Cilia Capsis sang a song called Liar. She got 7 out of 10 for the song, both 8 out of 10 for the look and overall performance, giving her a total of 24. She was actually the youngest person in the competition. I believe she was 17. Sparkly silver outfit, lots of flashing lights, dancers in white shirts, good dancer. And I think they kind of all gave her credit for the fact that she's so young and she was able to perform that well in front of that many people. Up next, so 6th from the end, was Switzerland. This guy's name was Nemo. He sang a song called The Code. I gave him 9 out of 10 for the song, 8 out of 10 for the overall performance, 7 out of 10 for the look. Lovely high voice, nice colourful costume, red and floral outfit with a skirt. A lot of ooh-oohs, good rapping, and he kind of gave me a bit of a Harry Styles vibe, but just the Swiss version. And I think also he did kind of run around the stage using this kind of like podium thing that literally, as you put your weight on that side, it will then kind of go down that way. Up next was Slovenia. So this was an artist called Raven with an I. She sang a song called Veronica. Again, both the song and overall performance were 9 out of 10s. Really catchy song, really pretty lady. I gave her a 7 for the outfit, just purely because it was a little bit see-through. And again, there were better outfits in the competition. She could have just been wearing tin foil for all I know. Up next was Croatia, and they had an artist called Baby Lasagna. He sang a song called Rim Tim Taggy Dim. I gave 4 out of 10 for both the song and the overall performance, just because it wasn't, again, really my vibe. 8 out of 10 for the outfit. I said it was a bit of a rock song, an emo look, pink background with some lights and some smoke, multicoloured lights and pirate looking outfits. 3rd from the end was Georgia. So there was an artist called Nutsa Buzaladze. She sang a song called Firefighter, and I gave 9 across the board for everything, so she got 27 out of 30, and I believe she was my 2nd highest performer. No, she wasn't. No, she wasn't. I actually gave Georgia 27 points out of 30, so I believe out of all of my, out of all of the countries, she actually was at the top, so yeah, she was my number 1 there. And then the final 2 countries, we had France. So they had an artist called Slimane. He sang a song called Mon Amour. I gave him 8 for both the song and the overall performance. Again, lovely song, lovely guy. Loved his dreadlocks, and overall performance, overall look, sorry, 7 out of 10. They gave him a total of 23. Again, nice white see-through outfit, not really any dancing, kind of just lying on the floor to begin with, and then eventually sitting on the floor, kind of doing almost like really, really basic ballet. But yeah, that was a really nice outfit and a really nice song. And last but not least, Austria. That was an artist called Colleen, singing the song We Will Rave. Again, another really pretty lady. I gave her 8 for both her outfit and the song in general. And I gave 6 for the overall performance, giving her a total of 22. Sparkly silver outfit, nice purple, blue and silver colour set. Very pop and very club-like song. So in terms of my overall votes, obviously I listed them from number 1 all the way through to number 25. So I will just go through my top 5 and my worst 5, just so you can kind of see those on the screen, and then you can obviously assume everyone else is in the middle. So let me go from 20 down to 6, and then I'll obviously tell you the top 5 and the worst 5. So yeah, from 20 down to 6, we had United Kingdom, 19 out of 20, Luxembourg, 19 out of 20, Armenia, Spain and Germany, all 20 out of 30, Ireland, 21 out of 30, and Sweden also 21 out of 30. Austria, Portugal, Finland, Serbia, Greece and Israel all had 22 out of 30. France, 23 out of 30, and Switzerland, 24 out of 30. So if we go to my worst 5, in last place I gave Estonia 11 points. In 24th place I gave Croatia 16 points. 23rd place I gave Norway also 16 points. And then in 22nd place I gave Lithuania also 16 points, and in 21st I gave Ukraine 18 points. In terms of my top 5, in 5th place, well, we technically had a joint 3rd and a joint 2nd, but obviously 5th and 4th I had both Cyprus and Italy on 24 out of 30, and then again 3rd and 2nd I had Latvia and Slovenia on 25 out of 30, and then in 1st place, like I revealed before, Georgia 27 out of 30. So again, not 100% on any of the performances, and like I said, comparing 11 out of 30 to 27 out of 30 is a big dramatic change, but it just goes to show how varied and how different the performances were. So yeah, like I said, Georgia, Slovenia, Latvia, Italy, Cyprus were probably my top 5. I did like some of the other performances, I will be honest, like France, for example, that came 7th in my rankings, and you know, Ireland just being a bit unique. Austria, again, I just purely think because she was right at the end, you're the last performer on, you're the first one people are going to forget about. And again, actually, the other way around as well, the fact that Sweden went first, and I still ended up giving them 21 out of 30 points. It was a good enough song, but it just wasn't as good as some of the others. And then in terms of the actual overall top 10, like I said, very, very close between all of the countries. And when we got to the left-hand side of the screen, we knew that we'd already come 18th, the United Kingdom. And then in terms of the top 5 overall, we actually had Israel in 5th place. So Israel 5th overall, Israel were 8th overall in my list. In 4th place we had France, who in my list were 7th. In 3rd place overall we had Ukraine, who in my list were actually 21st out of 25th. So they weren't in the top 20 in my list, but they came 3rd overall. Croatia came 2nd, and in my list they actually came 2nd last. So I did probably enjoy their song, but it wasn't as great as the others, or maybe it wasn't as memorable, maybe it wasn't a pretty lady or a good looking guy. So that was quite a strange one, that literally Croatia came 2nd from the top in the overall list, and actually came 2nd from the bottom in my list. And then obviously Switzerland were the winners, and they actually came 6th overall in my list. So the winner was Nemo and his performance of The Code. I'm not sure I can input any clips or anything, but if I can, I'll insert a little bit of his performance here. Yeah, that was basically it for Eurovision this year. So if you did enjoy all 25 of the performances, plus any that got kicked out, plus any that got, eliminated through the semis and the quarterfinals, or, didn't even make it that far, I do hope you enjoyed. Let me know down below what were your favourite songs from Eurovision 2024. Until my next review, and until Eurovision 2025, which I'm presuming is going to be held in Switzerland, purely because that's where the last person won, I'm going to let you enjoy the rest of your day, afternoon or evening. So if you did enjoy, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Until my next review, thank you for watching and goodbye.